They mocked him over morning coffee. They laughed like the stakes were nothing more than punchlines. But the moment Joe Rogan hit back, it wasn't just a media slap, it was a $100 million war cry. It started with The View, that polished roundtable of moral preachers wrapped in applause and smug certainty. They took aim at Rogan, accusing him of pushing dangerous ideas, even painting him as a threat to public discourse. But when the lights dimmed and the applause faded, they didn't expect the backlash to roar louder than any segment they'd ever aired. Rogan, the underdog-turned-podcasting powerhouse, didn't flinch. He launched a legal bombshell straight at ABC's Manhattan studios. A defamation suit not just dripping with fury, but packed with receipts. Suddenly, the casual jabs turned deadly serious. Corporate panic swept through Disney's legal division. Emergency meetings. Hollow press statements. Quiet retractions whispered in back offices. Because this wasn't just about Rogan, it was about media accountability at large. For years, The View played courtroom without the court. Tossing out accusations with no evidence, hiding behind coffee mugs and canned laughter. But Rogan changed the game. Calm, calculated, unshaken. He dismantled their arguments on air with the precision of a black belt and the patience of a man who's been underestimated one too many times. "The moment you try to cancel me with lies," Rogan said, "don't expect silence. Expect a lawsuit and a microphone." And that's exactly what happened. Twitter turned into a battlefield. Reddit into a coliseum. Memes flew like daggers, and suddenly, the media elite weren't just facing ridicule, they were facing consequences. The View's defenders stumbled, scrambling to reframe their narrative. But it was too late. The public smelled blood, and the damage was already done. This isn't about free speech versus censorship. This is about truth versus recklessness. And Joe Rogan didn't just fight back, he fired the first shot in what might become a reckoning for mainstream media. Because when you pick a fight with someone who's got more listeners than your network has viewers, you better come armed with more than smug sarcasm. One false claim. One reckless sentence. That's all it takes now to turn a talk show into ground zero. And as Rogan sits back, sipping mushroom tea, watching the empire panic, one thing's clear. They thought he was the punchline. Turns out, he was the warning.